Hello everyone, my name is Devashish and you're watching Techie Dev. Today we are going to discuss how to control group membership in your Active Directory. There can be many scenarios in which you would wish to control the membership of a domain group. For instance, let's say that on your domain controller you have several built-in sensitive groups like domain admin. You have a group domain admin that is by default available. You have a schema admin, you have backup admin, and you have enterprise admin. So these are some sensitive groups that are available on your domain controllers, and you want to control the membership of these groups. So you want that only the authorized users that you have designated, they should be the member of these sensitive groups, and no other users except the selected one, they should join these groups as a member. So you want to have a consistent and a persistent group membership. So this is one scenario that how can you achieve this. So one thing is that you manually keep adding users to these groups, but you can manually add them, but how can you make sure that these groups always have these users as their member? The membership can also be changed, so there is no consistency over there. So how can we achieve that thing? The another thing that we would like to achieve is the membership of the local groups on the domain joined devices. For instance, these are some domain joined computers, and all the domain joined computers, they have their own local admin groups. And now I want to have the membership of these local admin groups. So by default, the domain admin group has the membership of these all local admin groups on domain joined devices. As soon as you join computers to the domain, the domain admin, it becomes the member of these local admins. So the ad membership of these local admin groups on these computers are required to perform administrative tasks on those computers. So how would you provide the membership of these local admin groups? So there can be two options. One is that you manually go and add users to the these local groups as the member. So if you have few number of computers, then you can achieve this task by manually adding these users to these local admin groups. What if you have 400 or 500 number of computers or even more? Then how are you going to add these user accounts manually to these groups? So manual task is not feasible. Next option is you can add a user as a member of these domain admin group. When you add a user as a member of this domain admin group, they automatically become the member of these local admin groups. But if you are doing this thing, then you are bringing your domain security at risk, because these users will get immense access and immense privilege on all the resources, because now they are the member of domain admin groups. So this is completely not recommended to do. So how we can achieve this? So let's say that I have a group on my domain controller, that is helpdesk group, and I want to make this helpdesk group as a member of these all local admin groups on all the domain joined devices, so that the members of these helpdesk groups should have the permission of local administrator on these computers, so that they can perform some troubleshooting task on these computers. So how can we achieve this thing? So for that, we have a group policy that we can configure, that is known as restricted group. So we need to configure this restricted group to achieve all these situations, all these goals, to control the membership of the sensitive groups on the domain controller, and to add this help desk group or any other group as a member of the local admin group on the domain joined devices. So let's see how to achieve this through a demo. For this demonstration, I'm using two virtual machines. One is my domain controller, like this is my domain controller, and one is a member server that is also running on a server operating system 2012 R2 Data Center Edition. Both of my machines are running on 2012 R2 Data Center Edition. My domain name is techiedev.com. So let's start. Let's go to Tools, Active Directory, Users and Computers. Expand the domain name, go to Users. Here we can see that I have a group, Help Desk. This is a security group. And if we see the members, so currently it's blank. There is no member as of now. So I want to add some users, these test1 and test2 users as the member of this help desk group. So how can we achieve this thing using group policy restricted group? So let's see that. So let's go to tools and click on group policy management. Expand your forest name, expand domain, and expand the domain name. Here you will find default domain policy. Either you can modify this policy or you can create your custom group policy object. I'm modifying the same. Edit. On the group policy management editor, you need to expand policies under computer configuration, expand window settings, expand security settings. Here you will find restricted groups. Right click here in the detail pane and click on add group. Click on browse and select help desk. Click check names. Click OK. Now click OK. Now in this window, in members of this group, we have to click on add and then click on browse test user 1. Now click on OK. Click OK and then again click OK. Now let me minimize this and let's go to command prompt and run gp update hyphen force is taking some time to update the policy. Okay, so the computer policy update has completed successfully and the user policy update has completed successfully. Now let's minimize this and let's go back to Active Directory users and computers. Okay, this help desk group, let's go here and members. So here you can see that this test user 1 is added as a member. Now let's add one user account manually here. Test user 2. Apply and then click OK. Now let's go back to command prompt and let's rerun that group policy update. Now the policy is updated successfully. Let's go back to that help desk and let's recheck the membership. Here you can see that test user 2 is gone from here. So this shows that if you manually add members to such a group that is being protected by restricted users group policy, so whenever the group policy will refresh, those manually added users will be removed from that group. So this way you can make sure that the membership is persistent and it's consistent as well. You can even try this. Let's remove this test user one here. Click yes, click OK, and let's go here, run GP update. Let's go back and let's check. So here you can see that test user one is back. So this way you can maintain the membership consistency and persistency of any security group. So this was our first scenario that we had discussed to maintain or to control the membership of some sensitive groups on a domain controller. Now let's switch to our second situation where I want to add this helpdesk group as the member of the local admin group on any domain joined device. So here I have a Windows Server machine that is joined to that domain. So let's first verify. Let's go to computer management, local users and groups, and here we have administrators. This is local administrator. So by default, as I said that the domain admin group is the member of the local admin groups. So I want to add that help desk as a member of these local administrator group without adding them to this domain admin group. So let's see how to do that. So let's get back to our domain controller. Let's get back to the group policy. So this help desk group should be the member of that local admin group. So let's go to the properties, and this time we have to work with this section. This group is a member of. Click add, and here you can type administrators. Click OK, click apply, and then click OK. Run GP update, and let's go back to our domain join machine. Here also we have to run GP update. Sorry, it's not writing. Let's wait for this policy to be updated. Fine, so the computer policy update has completed successfully. So we can go and check now. So administrators, and here you can verify that that help desk group is added. So this is how you can make groups as or users as a member of any other local group on domain joined devices. So that's it for the video. I hope you like this information. If you like it, please subscribe the channel and please like the video and post your comments in the comment box, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Namaste.